Welcome into the Morning Roast. It is Thursday, July 30th. Greg Hirsch, Tyler Krusz, Marqus Cesar in the house for you. Woo! Sox win again. We'll take it. A lot of stranded runners, but doesn't matter. They get the win. Chapman does a great job when he comes in, of course. And Greg Weissert gets the job done.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Great play by Willier in the outfield, but he's got to pick it up offensively. He's hitting like 100 in July, like a $190 in July.
Yep.
210 since 0 for 5 last night. Like he's got to pick it up.
Yeah, that's
Durant has been so bad that I haven't realized that Willier has been like non-existent offensively.
He had that home run stretch there for like that weekend.
Yeah, for that weekend. I think he's got like 3 multi-home run games, and one of them was opening day.
Yeah. And just, you're kind of waiting for that, Is this the week coming up where Breslow's got to get really uncomfortable? I think he's got to. Yeah. I think he's got to get real uncomfortable now. We'll get into it. Tyler, how you been, man? I wasn't here yesterday.
Doing well. It's I love the trade deadline era, like the period that like 2 weeks before where pretty cool. Stove's really hot and nothing's gonna happen, but we still get really excited. It's awesome. It
is great. It is great. Did you end up golfing last weekend?
No, I didn't.
You didn't play.
No, I'm gonna get out. I think Saturday with a couple of buddies at the Muni.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Maybe we'll run into Cooper.
There you go. Yeah. Cooper will be back. It's good to see that he was down there.
Golf the Muni twice in 2 weeks. Just can't get enough of it.
That's right. I played over at Pine Hill. So took Miranda out again. She's smoking the ball, man.
Nice.
It's cool. She just needs some iron, like lessons type of thing. But off the tee, she's great. Do you have a favorite non-driver? Do you have a favorite club?
It used to be the 3-wood because I would use that instead of my driver. But I would say right now I've been hitting my wedges really well this year. I like I like to get to like 100 and in and get I get a 52 degree out of the bag and I can
good touch with it.
It's like it goes 100 yards every time. Like it's like, I'm at like 98. Let's stick it 2 yards from it. Yeah, it's nice.
You got to have that. You got to have something. My go-to, most comfortable club currently over the past couple of years has been my 7-iron.
Yep.
Just feel really, really comfortable with that one. So just anything with distance, it's like, all right, I can at least, I could get it there.
Yeah, that's the layup club. It's like, I can't figure anything else out, but like, let me get the 7-iron and put it somewhere.
Like, I just won't do damage.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a mystery. We don't get enough golf time up this way, unfortunately. So, but we got a great show for you, though. Sox win again, as we said. Tyler's got some tickets for you. We are going to do the Sox Sweepstakes again, ticket giveaway. So stay tuned for that. We'll let you know when it's time. And then later on, we'll talk Larry Mahoney as well. So, and also we got to figure out. We're coming down the stretch here for this July home run derby thing too, right?
Yeah, I know. Someone came up to me yesterday who signed up with the drive, and he has Rafael, and he's like, I'm right there, I'm close.
Yeah, Rafael is the only one.
The drive didn't write theirs down because we killed it that first day.
Yeah, all they need to know is Rafaela. So it's between him and
Contreras.
Yep. It's got to be. Okay. All right. So you got one more day, man. You got one more day for it. So we'll see what happens.
You guys would actually be wrong. It's Willier Abreu with 5
in
and then
July.
Contreras and Rafaela.
Wow, he's got like 10 hits in July, 5 home runs.
Thank you, Marcus. All right. So it's Abreu. So it's Ken. Ken is in the lead then. All right. We got another day for it. We'll see what happens. Roast is presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get Luke, get sold. The Next Home Experience. Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor because nothing runs like a deer. Let's do it. All right, as we said, your Red Sox, they beat the A's 4-2. Jamal Jones homers in the 5th to tie the game. Nick Sogard getting the call up, singled in the 6th to tie it again at 2-2. I like Sogard. I for a utility guy, he comes in, he does his stuff. I like Sogard.
Yeah, bring him back up when you need him. And I just want to go back on that Willier thing. 6 hits in July. 5 home runs.
We'll take a single here and there, bro.
Is 6 for 89.
Yeah.
With 5 homers.
Dude, that's unreal. Monasterio got the 2-run homer in the 9th to secure the win. Give me a Monasterio postgame. Monasterio, the fan favorite in Sacramento. I don't know what was going on there. I like Mon. There's another guy I like too. Not the best shortstop in the world, so...
No, I mean, I like Nick Sogard. I like Andrew Monasterio. These guys aren't going to win. You need to go get better players.
100%.
Andrew Monasterio is not an everyday shortstop.
No.
Nick Sogard should not be your everyday second baseman. You need to... These aren't guys that you can ride through the playoffs. They were hot for a 15-game winning streak, but this is exactly like last year. You got a couple of platoon guys playing over their heads. Water's going to find its level, and you're going to look at your roster and say, we've got a lot of holes, man, and we failed to fill them. We failed to fill them in the offseason, and if they don't do anything in the trade deadline, they're going to head into August with a lot of holes on the roster.
Big time. Yeah, it's he's got to get uncomfortable. We got uncomfortable moving early, right? That was uncomfortable. Yeah. You technically said, I'm willing to lose this trade to help this team right now.
Yeah, which
is different.
Should
than
have been your mindset
before.
For the last 3 years.
Should have been, right? Now stay in the pocket, stay in that mindset, because what's done is done. Let's keep it moving. I
mean, you lost the trade last summer.
Yeah, right.
That wasn't a comment.
Right.
Nobody thought about, well, what if we lose this trade? Oh, you're going to lose that trade.
Right. But this was intentionally saying, hey, I'll risk this to improve this team right now. You got to stay in that mindset. Interesting news in the NFL. We got a bunch of stuff going on. Atlanta, feels weird saying that. Atlanta Falcons quarterback Tua Tagovailoa dealing with tight back, and Michael Penix still not practicing due to a knee injury. Falcons are signing quarterback Cooper Rush.
I saw that. Absolutely took me out. I was like, end of your rope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. That's not a good sign.
And Bijan's not practicing.
Yeah, exactly. Bijan's not practicing either. So, Lions running back, Jamar Gibbs, Falcons running back, Bijan, both not practicing. Both running backs have had conversations the offseason about potential long-term contracts. Yeah, Falcons are a mess.
Yeah. Good that there's no injury. I saw that Alec Pierce physically unable starting the season on the PUP list.
Yes.
Yeah, so we dodged a bullet there,
big
kind
time.
of.
Yeah, right, exactly. 49ers wide receiver Ricky Pearsall dealing with knee swelling related to the PCL injury suffered last year. All options being explored. There's some concern. And also Andy Reid gave an update on Eric Bieniemy's wife. She's doing great. She's doing better in where she was. She's out of the ICU, making progress. Happy about that. Good to hear. NHL, San Jose Sharks have made Macklin Celebrini a rich man. A 5-year contract extension worth $84 million. The $18.8 million average annual value on the extension begins the 27-28 season, runs through 31-32, makes him the highest paid player in the NHL. Former BU stud Macklin Celebrini. The kid is awesome. Reminds me a lot of Paul Kariya and just makes everybody better around him. So he deserved that contract. NBA is still investigating whether the LA Clippers circumvented the salary cap to pay Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi. Did I say that? Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm stumbling today. Kawhi, thank you. Could drag into the 27 if the parties don't agree on the findings or any proposed settlement that involves punishing the team.
That's a crazy situation.
That's bizarre, right? Yeah, wild. So, all right, we got tickets to get to Bangor Mall Cinemas, which I was saying, Marcus, tomorrow might be the day for the Odyssey for me.
Yeah.
Might be the day. It's supposed to be a little overcast, I think. Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners, upgraded food menu, fine showtimes. Reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. Bangor Window Shade and Drapery. They offer custom blind shades, drapery, outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade, 105 Main Street in Bangor. The Roast, brought to you by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of the Morning Roast. Your place to be, downtown Bangor, herosportsgrill.com. And your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street, Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer. Get an extra value meal with extra value when you use your McD app in July. You get a classic quarter pounder with cheese or filet of fish, extra value meal for only $8 when you use your McD app. All right, got a couple days left on that one. Ticket time, baby. What do we got?
All right, so the video has been making circulations over the last couple of days, but some news this weekend out of Madison, Wisconsin, where Tony Romo was playing in the Wisconsin Amateur Golf Tournament.
Yes.
He shot 35 over throughout the tournament, but supposedly it was a really hard tournament. The winner was 3 over. And then on the way back from the tournament, gets pulled over and arrested for operating while under the influence of alcohol. And it was the body cam footage was released, and at the beginning, outstanding. I mean, it was great. Stretching before doing the thing. He's talking about his back surgeries. They asked him if he had any head injuries, and he was like, "Huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, a ton of over the years. Yeah." he like paused for a second and got the Vietnam flashbacks, but it was very funny body cam video. But they start with where you going, and he says, "I'm going to visit my grandma and grandpa," and then someone did a little digging. All 4 of Tony Romo's grandparents have died based on public obituaries. Like, he's not going to see grandma and grandpa because they are, I don't know, maybe if he was drunk enough, he could have been.
Right,
you know,
right.
But like they're not there. So it was, and also, I thought it was a very, usually you don't see body cam video that you watch it and you're like, I kind of like this guy.
Yeah.
I like this guy a little bit more.
I like him more, like, when the mugshot came out, text come out, like, I had multiple people, what a loser, Romo, he's got to get, he can't hire a driver, da-da-da. I watch body cam footage and I'm like, same thing. I'm like, I actually like Romo
kind
more
of a normal dude,
after this. Now, I was like, yeah, absolutely. Now, I'm not condoning, obviously.
Drinking and driving,
no. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he didn't take the breathalyzer, so they got him in just on the
suspicion.
The suspicion and the failure of the physical test or whatever. But you get a couple back surgeries. That physical test can be a little hard. I got to say, when Tiger Woods flips a car, when he's, high on whatever, he let him walk around and call the president. They were like, no, you can't have your phone, Tony Romo. Where's the equality there? What's going on?
Right. Yeah, no, that's fair. Internet wins on that one. But yeah, ticket for a bad excuse.
It was, the jokes wrote themselves right away. It was like Romo arrested for a DUI. And then the jokes are like, hey, Tony, how many drinks have you had? I don't know.
That's not the right answer. That's not the right answer, Tony. Oh, you got it immediately. None.
Yeah.
None.
And it's like, Jim, what are they going to do here?
Can I call my lawyer, actually? Yeah, I want to call my lawyer before I do the test. Step out of the car, sir.
The internet has won this week completely, though. Completely. So we've had the Romo thing, right? And but with the Curtis Meade, unbelievable, undefeated. I mean, I've seen Curtis Meade arriving for the Red Sox. It's Aaron Rodgers running in the Jets with the American flag before he blows out his Achilles, and then Curtis Meade joining the Red Sox. Conor McGregor's entrance a couple weekends ago. His entrance. I was like, this is just too good. Internet is undefeated.
They've been killing the Red Sox training staff too, and the medical staff there.
God, that's
with the Curtis Meade thing, because they're like afterwards. Well, the X-ray showed nothing, dude. You X-rayed him like 30 minutes after he get pelted by a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Right.
You're not going to see anything.
No,
that X-ray image, it's going to show you swelling.
Yes,
absolutely. You're not going to see anything through that swelling. You need to go get the MRI the very next day. Curtis even said this has happened to him.
Yes.
He was like, nothing happened until the MRI the next day. He was out for a couple of years ago. He was out for 62 games.
Yes.
Same thing happened to him.
Yeah,
so that would put the Red Sox that would put him at September 28th, which is the day after the Red Sox season finale. So Curtis Meade probably done, but the Red Sox equipment staff, training staff, after whiffing on the Garrett Crochet and Roman Anthony things, you think you might want to just keep your mouth shut a little bit until you get that MRI the next day. Like if you say everything looks good, but we're going to do further imaging, you're just setting yourself up for the everything looks good to be wrong. Just wait. Hey, we're going to do some further imaging. We'll let you know tomorrow. That's how you do it.
Yeah. Absolutely. We don't know yet. We don't know. It's too early to tell. Like how is that easy to say? We're hoping for the best, too early to tell.
Yeah, 2 tickets today. Red Sox equipment staff, just stop talking until you need to. Tony Romo,
I said it 2 days ago. I said it 2 days ago when I came in. I'm like, oh, just wait.
Yeah,
just wait.
Instantly kind of pushed back.
Yeah,
they put him on the 10-day IL.
No, what he's. I'm like, have we not gone through this entire season? Like they jumped the gun on everything. We think it's this. Well, like we said, next thing you know, Roman Anthony is swinging a bat, like supposedly, and now he can't pick up a bat.
Yeah.
So it's Crochet missing one start. Hopefully only one start, out for the year. It's just awful. So tickets all the way around on that one. I will give you that. All right. Start your morning at Goslin's Bakery, 334 Harlow Street in Bangor. Grab a breakfast sandwich on an English muffin or croissant, plus legendary donuts and pastries made since 1945. Uno's Pizzeria and Grill, where they have late-night deals every night in the bar or lounge, 9 p.m. to close. Enjoy $6 apps, $5 cheeseburgers, or $5 Indy cheese or pepperoni deep dish, $7.25 Stillwater Ave in Bangor. UMaine Athletics. This fall, it's time to pack the stands at Alphon and cheer on the Maine football. Season tickets are on sale now and give you the best value and best seats for every home game. Visit goblackbears.com/tickets. Hey, it's also first day of pads for Patriots today. They're putting them on. Thank God things start to get a little more real. A lot of chit chat coming out of the first few days. Don't we love to overanalyze everything?
Yeah,
though, right?
I think you throw the pads on today, and that's when you see that AJ Brown's just a different animal. That's what you get him full padded. He is probably going to weigh about 230 pounds coming. Yeah, yep. That's where he's going to set himself apart.
We're looking to see it. One of the things that has been the chatter is just right now the chemistry isn't there, I guess, but it's early. Give me Kyle's number 3 there.
Yeah, and they had the day off yesterday, too, to prepare for coming out there today with pads. I think this is why you went out and got A.J. Brown in June. So he's not coming in now and just figuring it out. Like, they've had their conversations. They've talked. They're in the process of getting on the same page. Probably halfway, they're probably making good progress. If he was just coming in here now or just showing up to the building last week for the first time and they just had their first conversations, this would have been a much bigger story. But since he's been here for a couple months, I'm not... the offense is getting on the same page. It's it's a new offensive system because your best wide receiver last year was your slot guy. Now it's your X guy. It's still the McDaniels system, but different, pressure points, different emphasis, and they're just kind of figuring it out. It's only 1 week. They've been through 4 days of camp.
Right, exactly. I think, it's way too early. And at the same time, A.J. Brown's coming from a West Coast offense now into the Josh McDaniels offense. It's different. You know who else you haven't heard much about either is Romeo Doubs. Who have you heard about? All the guys that have played in the Josh McDaniels system.
Yeah, Kayshon Boutte.
Right.
Yeah, these guys. Yeah.
Right. That, who Drake is comfortable with, they're comfortable, they get it, they're ahead of the curve, right? Let's, like I said, give me another week or two and we'll see. A.J. Brown, smart player. Drake May, smart player. I think they'll be fine, but keep your eye on it. But at the same time, like we said, the guys that have been there are the guys that are looking good, specifically Kayshon Boutte. Give me Alex Barth. Yeah, great to hear about Kayshon Boutte. He's been the talk. He's looked the best. You can't move. You
can't move him. No, if this connection is there and it's real, then you can't move him. And we've got 10 weeks until week 1, so I'm not worried that May has a better rapport with Boutte than he does with A.J. Brown right now. He's going to get there. There's no way they went out for A.J. Brown and they're going to let that size, that athleticism, that talent just sit by the wayside because he's struggling to figure out the McDaniels offense. If he's struggling to figure it out, they'll tone it down for him and they'll find ways to get him involved and he's going to have a great year. It is interesting. Is this another year where we have a second-round pick wide receiver who doesn't make it out of camp?
Yeah,
that's in their second year.
Yeah, that's a big deal. And missing on 2 of those in a row. I mean, it's been a long lineage, but just recent years, Polk and now Williams. Yeah. It's like that. You can't draw a blank on second-round pick with receivers consistently. That sets you back big time.
For sure.
It's not good. It's not good. I think I think he's gone. Unless something drastically changes, I think he's gone.
Oh, sorry, guys. Getting a phone call. Hey, J-Half, what's up, man? I got this guy up in New England named Boutte. I know we got no one to throw to. How about we, do something about that? I think Boutte'd be a great pickup.
I don't think they're moving him. I think, you can have Kyle Williams if you want. I think Boutte's staying put. I think,
I do too.
Until it comes time where you either have to pay him or move him, they're going to keep him. And they don't. His contract's not up this year. He's not holding out at camp until he gets paid. Until you need to pay him, remove him. He's going to be, and he's got every incentive to ball out too. Oh, Dobbs got paid. Brown, he's going to get paid. Right. This is Boutte's year to kind of put himself on the map.
A tremendous amount of credit to the person as well, because this doesn't typically happen, right? Like, this doesn't happen. Guys develop an ego. They develop, hey, I need mine, which everybody, I get it, has that in them. But he decided, okay, the best way for me to get mine is to ball out.
Yeah.
Just to absolutely go in hardcore after it. And look what's happening, right? So it benefits Keyshawn Boutte. It benefits the Patriots. My respect for the guy is gone through the roof.
And when the chips fall, like, you're going to have to pay May. You're going to pay Gonzo this year. You'll probably extend one of Boutte or Brown, Dobbs or Brown.
Yeah.
Like, Boutte's probably the odd man out couple of years down the road. Now's his time to, boost his stock.
For sure.
For when that happens.
Yep, absolutely. All right, we are going to head to break. It is the Q2 call. So, Red Sox Tickets Sweepstakes. We've got a bunch of you in. Let's get more of you. 992-9029, 992-9029. Connect to the Ticket social media channels, 929 The Ticket on Facebook, 929 The Ticket on Instagram, sports.net.maine on TikTok, and our YouTube page, Sportsnet Maine. Red Sox Sweepstakes is presented by Dunnett's Appliance and Mattress. We got 3 games, August 6th, August 17th, September 9th. 4 tickets for each game. Incredible seats, section 54, row J. They are incredible. And people have called, and we've got who on the line now?
We got Sonny from Dexter.
Sonny, how we doing this morning?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing all right. You heading into work?
Oh, yeah, from Dexter to Herman.
There we go. What do you think the Sox need to do now with the situation with Meads? You got nothing for early. Do they got to make a big move, or what's going to happen?
Man, I'm hoping they're going to make a big move. I'd love to see Pena back up here in the Northeast.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? I know there's been chatter. I would love that. That would be a huge move for the Sox. Who are they going to move though? Like, it's going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be probably a young pitcher and maybe Mayo, hopefully. Not Mayo, Marcelo, sorry.
Gerard, we don't need Gerard in this one, but I would get rid of Meyer as soon as possible, but I love Pena. Awesome. All right, you're in. I think we might have lost you. Oh, there you are. You're back. You're in. Good luck. All right. Thanks for calling. Who do we got up next, Marcus?
All right, we've got Craig from Hamden.
Craig, how we doing?
Hey, good morning, fellas.
Hey, all right. Driving into work as well?
Sure am.
All right, right on. Where do you think the Sox are at? What do they got to do?
Okay, this is what they got to do. They're going to trade for a pitcher who blows out his elbow in the first game, and we only get one game out of him. It'll be par for the course, and we're heading for the playoffs.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Dylan Cease, blown elbow, call her good.
Right.
What's with the medical staff? It's unbelievable. Any report that comes out of the Red Sox medical staff, I don't trust until future changes that, because it's just unbelievable this season.
Well, yeah. If it wasn't for bad luck, there'd be no luck, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. We're still hanging in there. Those Bassets have got us hooked, though. We're watching them.
That's right.
All right. Well, good luck to you. The tickets are awesome, and hopefully the Sox are right in it.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.
Awesome. We got one more, Marcus?
Yes, sir. We got John from Franklin.
John from Franklin. Welcome into the Morning Roast.
Morning. How you doing?
Well, we're doing all right. We are just trying to figure out, can Craig Breslow get this thing done?
Well, I'm not sure what he'll do, but I just have so much fun watching these young guys. I think they're great.
Yeah, you like the spark they bring.
I do.
Can they? Do they need to make changes though? Because is this lineup good enough to get it done when it really matters come playoff time?
Well, probably not, but I feel like those guys just gunning for their own chance,
They are, and that's what sparked them. Okay, I'll definitely give you that for sure. If they didn't play above their skis, we wouldn't be where we're at. So you credit to the team for sure.
Yes,
absolutely. All right, well, we got you in for the sweepstakes. Good luck to you, and we'll see what happens.
All right, thanks.
Awesome. All right. Got do nothing. We got get a pitcher, let him blow his elbow out, and we got Pena coming back to the Northeast.
Because you ask everyone, and they will say that Craig Breslow should probably go make another move, right? But where would you be on Breslow if he didn't? Because yesterday we had this conversation with Sully, and his take was Breslow's done enough. I'm ready for the future of Craig Breslow. This is fine. This is great. Let's be a wild card team every year. Well, I'm not quoting him directly, but that's basically what he was getting down for. And now I think if Breslow doesn't make a move at the deadline after you overpaid for Meade a little bit, if you let this team just kind of fizzle out and die out, I'm part of the camp of let's get a GM and let's let him hire a manager.
Right. No,
and if he wants to hire Chad Tracy, sure. I think Tracy's done a phenomenal job. We are where we are because of Tracy and the guys, but not because of Craig Breslow. Like he went and showed some stones overpaying for Curtis Meade. I don't think this, there's a guy you could have got for free. He was DFA'd. He hit 100 this June. I think it was like $1.92 in June. He just picked it up in July. So it was a bit of an overpay for the guy, but you recognize the talent that could help the team. And you said, this is what it's going to take to get him. Let me go get him. I wish that was for a player like Jeremy Pena, like Bobby Witt. Where was this overpay when we had Kyle Schwarber on Zoom? Where was this overpay when we were talking to Pete Alonso?
Where was the overpay when we were talking Meyer for Marte?
Yeah, right. Like where was the that would be an underpay now, and it's huge undersell. Like you didn't want to trade Jarren Duran because you thought you'd be overpaying, and now he's one of the worst hitters in the league, bottom 5 hitters in the league. So yeah, we finally past that bridge of like Craig Breslow's willing to overpay. Let's go overpay for a star.
Right.
Let's go overpay for someone who's really going to make a difference. Like Curtis Meade would be the second best on your team in a couple of offensive categories.
Yep.
Because you don't have much. Jarren Duran's one of the worst offensive players in the league, and you still have to play him every day.
We just talked about, we consider Abreu one of the guys that gets up where you're like, all right, we got a shot. Well, statistically, not really.
He's going to get 5 for 6 or 6 hits in July, 5 home runs. So like he's either going yard or he's not.
Right. So I get it, and I'm with you on that.
He needs to make another move. If he doesn't make another move, I think it's going to be pitchforks for Breslow again.
For me, this early for Meade was Breslow's first move that he's made that I was like, wow. Because we all did the same thing. Now, there was plenty of people.
Curtis Meade?
There was plenty of people out there that still, there's definitely plenty of people out there still that were so attached to Connolly early that still don't like it, whatever. Okay, fine. But most people kind of came around on it. But nobody came around on it immediately. It was, what the hell did we just do?
Yeah.
And then we started having to unpeel that onion and be like, started to see some of the statistics of, pull air rate, whatever.
Yeah, this guy's all right. Yeah.
Okay, wow, this is a ballsy move.
Yeah.
This is a ballsy move. And his quote, it's not about winning the trade, it's about winning, for your team and improving your team.
Which has been the main criticism of him.
Yes, it's
is
opposite.
Trying to win every deal, which is great. 100%. But go win a deal for a guy who's gonna be a star. Like Curtis Meade, if he didn't have a great August, September, we would have looked at that July and said that's an anomaly. He had a hot streak summer of 2026. Now we get a guy who's controllable, but how much can you really count on him? He's had 20 good games in his career.
You already jumped in the pool, buddy. Start swimming because you're already in the pool. So now, like you said, it would be completely disappointing, and I would have nothing left to say for him if he does nothing at this point.
If he does nothing and you let this thing die, you let the vibes die and the team morale goes down and they slump through August, the bags are coming back out again.
Right.
You'll have the paper bags by September. Beautiful fall day in Fenway and sell the team chance. That's what, if you don't make a move at the deadline, that's what's going to happen. That's what, let's look at the last few years. You've had a team that's been in it. That's had a chance, and you haven't bought for them, and that slowly just killed their morale.
You've already ripped the Band-Aid off by trading a guy that a lot of people like and see a lot of future in. You're going to have to do it again. You're going to have to do it again, and it's going to hurt Red Sox Nation, too. And I do think they're going to make – there's so much chatter happening that I do think something big is coming, but it's going to be painful because you're going to be like, oh, my God, we lost God forbid, Peyton Tolley or somebody. It's going to hurt. But that's what they got to do. That's a position they're in. So we'll see. All right, we got to get to this day in history. But before we do, hey, Bigfoot fans, Tashi's Checkout calling all Sasquatch seekers to the second annual Glenburn Sasquatch Calling Contest, Saturday, August 29th from 1 to 5, 1492 Pushaw Road in Glenburn. Win a $100 cash prize. Compete for legendary bragging rights, and it's free to enter. So bring your crew, bring your call, and we'll see you at Tashi's Checkout. This day in history, 1991, Metallica releases their single, Enter Sandman. Boy, this was huge. This was absolutely huge. This is the Black Album. Changed their, went from long extended tracks to a little shorter more radio friendly type hard rock, right? Like huge, absolutely gigantic.
Kind of reminds you of Mo Rivera a little bit.
Oh, definitely. How can you not think of him, right? Like if you experience that, how can you not think of him for sure? So this day in history, let's do birthdays. 1863, Henry Ford, industrialist and automaker. 1941, Paul Anka, singer, Put Your Head on My Shoulder. Diana, Lonely Boy, songwriter. 1947, Sully's favorite, Arnold Schwarzenegger, born. 1961, Lawrence Fishburne, Matrix, CSI, Apocalypse Now. 1963, Lisa Kudrow from Friends. 1970, Christopher Nolan. Got to see The Odyssey.
He's a hot name these days, yeah.
Jake, is he huge for, like, are you guys huge Christopher Nolan? Like,
yeah,
Jake,
Batman
my Jake
trilogy.
Is. Okay.
I was a big Batman Begins, Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises. Like, those are three amazing movies.
Yeah, they are.
For sure. Yeah,
they are.
No, that's fair. Besides that, I'm not the biggest Nolan guy.
Okay, all right.
But, like, I don't mind sitting down. Watching it. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
I like it better than Michael Bay. Yeah.
Jake is, so Jake's 22, he'll be 23. He's like knee deep in Christopher Nolan. He's like, he can't get enough.
The Dark Knight was my first experience to him. And then I was like, I got to watch this whole trilogy.
Yeah,
Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. Great stuff.
Sure.
Actually, quick fun fact about him. Apparently his brother, international hitman.
No.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
way.
That is sick. Yeah, that's really
wild.
sick. How do you do that? Like, do you go to college for that?
That's like Woody Harrelson's father.
Yeah.
Right? Paid assassin, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
put your name in a database for hire? Like, I don't know. Like, that's just a crazy career choice.
Yeah, I think it's
How do you find out you're good at that? Is that like you go through training?
Military, and then you're like...
Your guidance counselor's like, you know what you got the skills for?
I think it's more of a word of mouth profession.
Yeah.
1981, Hope Solo, U.S. women's national goalkeeper. This day in history events, 1869, the world's first oil tanker, the Charles, departs U.S. For Europe, carrying 7,000 barrels of oil. Sports history, 1930, the first FIFA World Cup final. Uruguay beats Argentina 4-2. 1932, the 10th Summer Olympic Games open in L.A. 1959, in his ML debut, San Francisco first baseman Willie McCovey goes 4-for-4 in a 7-2 win over the Phillies. Holidays today, it's Cheesecake Day. Favorite cheesecake?
I like all cheesecake. Yeah. We got the Momo's place in Ellsworth. It's the 24/7. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. Good cheesecake. I'm in. Friendship Day, Chili Dog Day. It's gonna be a chili dog. That's a tough one for you, Tyler. That's a problem.
I like chili. I like a good chili dog.
I do too. I love a chili dog.
It's the meat's not usually a problem. It's the
it's
the hot dog is the pink slime there. Yeah,
it's all that goop.
And it's also Father-in-Law Day. So shout out to Richard Manzo on that one from me. All right, that's gonna do it for the 6 o'clock hour. We'll be back for 7 o'clock hour. Stick around. Welcome into the morning roast, 7 o'clock hour. Greg Hirsch, Tyler Krusz, Marqus Cesar in studio. What a call there. Oh, my God. Huge win.
Yeah. If you were to ask me how I was doing, not better than Will Fleming.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I know. My God. Unbelievable. Yeah, like hits one out of the Little League ballpark, and it is just incredible. But, hey, Sox get the win, though. Sox get the win. Sandoval actually pitches pretty well. He doesn't get the win. He hasn't gotten a win yet since he's come back from his Tommy John surgery in 24. But at the same time, he mowed him right down. Sox took a while, stranded a ton of runners again. It's patchwork, man. That's what this thing is, but they find a way to get it done.
Yeah, it was a great game again. Monasterio coming through clutch. It's the guys. It reminds you a little bit like last year when they kind of got hot with the guys who are coming through for them. The Nick Sogards, the Andrew Monasterios, like these guys, the Sieglers, like these guys that you didn't expect. These guys that at the beginning of the season you didn't peg them as people that are going to contribute much, if any, at all. Yeah, and these guys are coming through for you guys. The Jake Bennett's, like this is it's been a really fun summer watching these guys who. Basically underdogs come through for
completely underdogs, and we did have a caller calling in for the sweepstakes, really appreciating that. And we 100% do totally appreciate it. It is awesome and it's fun to root for and everything.
That's just not who we are.
It shouldn't be who we are.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be who we are. And
that's the problem. That's the problem. Like, it's fun. It's great.
We need to course correct that.
It's watching the wild card race every year and wondering if you're going to make it. I'm not going to say it's not exciting.
Yeah.
But it's just like I kind of want to lock in the division in September.
Yeah. We all watch Moneyball. We all love that movie. It was outstanding. Why was it outstanding? Is because they were hamstrung because they were the A's and they couldn't compete with who? I don't know.
Yankees.
The Yankees and Red Sox. Yeah. They didn't have the money to compete with these guys.
You look at Major League. Like, those guys started coming through from the California Penal League. Nobody's looking at them and saying, like, what a signing by the GM. Like, that's just not happening.
No. It's just, it's a cute story if you're an underdog, low market franchise. But this is the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, go make a move. Go make a play. This is time.
These guys put you in a position, Craig Breslow, to do what we're hoping you do. Right? Which you tried to do with Curtis Mead. I'll give you credit on that one. That's what you need to be doing. Now really go in.
Yeah.
Really go in. And if it hurts, it hurts. We're good with it. I don't, as Peck said on Tuesday, I don't want to hear any more about prospects for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I don't care about your prospects.
I want MLB talent. Yeah. And I liked the Mead deal. I thought it was a little bit of an overpay, right? I thought you could have get more for Connolly early, but he was a guy that fit what you needed, and you went out and you overpaid for him. And, credit to you for doing that. Credit to you. Credit to Craig Breslow for losing a deal.
Yes.
Honestly. He should get credit for saying, this isn't the best deal, but this is the guy we need right now. We've got a plethora of back end of the rotation lefties.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you brought up last hour that people were still sad about seeing Connolly early let go, maybe too attached to him. Who? This guy's our number 5 pitcher. Like, who is too attached to Connolly early?
Right.
I get he's got nice flowing blonde hair, but
Well, I think people get, you see a rookie come up like that. It's same thing with Tolley, right? You see these guys come up and you're like, ooh, I see something here. This looks like the future could be here, and I'm watching it. I'm watching him develop. So it's that you take that ownership of that guy a little bit, right? And you want to see him develop throughout his career and be like, wow, I saw him when he was a rookie. Exactly. I called it.
I mean, that first game stepping out in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, exactly.
He only threw 5 innings, but he looked pretty good. Yeah.
And that's how I related the trade to my daughter and my wife. Hey, remember the young kid who pitched for us? Like, because they're not following like that, right?
So the young kid pitched for us against the Yankees. Career start, he pitched in the playoffs. Yeah.
Right. That guy. And they were like, oh, that sucks. But it's like, I get it. But that type of move needs to happen. Don't grow too attached to these guys because they are chips in this thing. And you've got to get better. And to get better, you're going to have to move guys that have definite potential, right?
Yeah.
Like, your Marcelo Meyer is not getting you anything at this point.
Yeah, and I don't think Craig Breslow's attached to the guys. I think he's attached to, some algorithm or some number that's next to the guy's name that says, this is why this guy's really good. I don't think he's ever, I'm thinking Craig Breslow attached to, he's kind of a robot. He's not. Robot. He needs a translator. There's no way he's getting attached to the guys in the way that they warned you not to do in Moneyball.
Right.
But he's just I don't know. I think we are attached to him, but Craig just needs to figure out that it's okay to lose a trade. Yes. If he thought that last season, we probably would have had Ketel Marte.
Yep.
If he thought it was okay to overpay for someone, we probably would have ended up with Pete Alonso or Kyle Schwarber. Not that I'm not happy with Wilson Contreras, but he was he's thrilled with him. He's the team MVP this year. 100%. I'm just those are the guys that you went to first, you lowballed them, and they said no to you.
Right.
If you didn't lowball guy, imagine how many free agents we could have signed if we didn't lowball people.
Incredible. Well, we got a great 7 o'clock hour for you. We headlines, highlights. We're going to do Tyler's tickets. We still have to give some sweepstakes spots available for those Red Sox tickets. We're going to do that a little bit later in this hour. And then at 7:40, we're going to talk with Bangor Daily's Larry Mahoney, catch up with him. So let's do headlines and highlights. First, I got to tell you, Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. And Fat Panda Boba and Tea and Market on Harlow Street in Bangor is right next to Godslin's Bakery. Sip fresh boba, explore snacks, ramen, and their tasty Jamaican patties. So Sox, they win 4-2. Jamal Jones homered in the 5th to tie the game at 1. Sogard single in the 6th to tie it again at 2. And then Monasterio comes in with a 2-run homer in the 9th to secure the win. Let's hear his thoughts after that game. The Sox fans travel.
Yeah, it's awesome. And out in Sacramento. At first I thought it was they were in Vegas, but that's a couple more years away. But I was like, oh, nice. It's a little vacation for Red Sox fans. But I wonder, you're out west. I wonder if those fans are traveling around, following the team like the dead. Yeah.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Those were diehards right there, right? Sticking around afterwards. Pretty cool. Red Sox play again tonight. It's a 4-game series, so they got the A's again tonight at 9:40. Sonny Gray is on the hill tonight, so hopefully he will take that one down.
Hopefully he can bounce back after his first start from the All-Star break. It was a little underwhelming.
Right. Sure. In the NFL, Atlanta's got some QB issues. Tua is dealing with a tight back, and Michael Penix is still not practicing due to his knee injury. They are signing veteran quarterback Cooper Rush. Haven't heard that name in a long time. My God.
Yeah. Read that news, had to step out, smoke a cigarette. Whoa.
Pretty tough. Eagles Pro Bowl linebacker Jonathan Greenard is being placed on the PUP list due to pec injury. Lions running back Jamar Gibbs and Falcons running back Bijan Robinson, both not practicing. They're dealing with long-term contract issues. So Falcons don't have a quarterback, don't have a running back currently. So they are a mess. 49ers wide receiver Ricky Pearsall is dealing with knee swelling related to the PCL injury he suffered last year. All options are being explored. There's definitely some concern. Andy Reid, update on Eric Bieniemy's wife. She says she's doing great. She's doing better and great from where she was. Out of the ICU, making progress. So happy to hear about that. Over in the NHL, San Jose Sharks make forward Macklin Celebrini, the highest paid player in the NHL, $18.8 million average annual value on the extension, begins in the 27-28 season, runs through 31-32. Locking him down, looks to be the successor to really Connor McDavid. Macklin Celebrini is a phenomenal asset for them. NBA launched an investigation whether the LA Clippers circumvented the salary cap to pay Kawhi. Say it, Tyler.
Kawhi.
Why can't I say it? Why can't I say it?
He's been a very popular name for the last 10 years.
I know that. And I can say it when I'm not reading it, but when I'm reading it, I can't say it. I don't know what the hell's going on. It could drag it to 27. The parties don't agree on the findings of any proposed settlement that involves punishing the team. Yeah, why can't I say it when I read it? It just doesn't read correctly. I don't know.
It looks weird on paper.
It does. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. It's twice now. Anyway, all right, we're going to go to break, and we'll be back with some Tyler's Tickets. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get Luke, get sold. The Next Home Experience, your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street, Union Street, and Bangor. Wilson Street and Brewer for July. Use that McD's app to have a great breakfast. Buy one, get one for $1 breakfast sandwiches only on the McD's app. Natural Lawn of America. If you want a greener, healthier lawn without the harsh chemicals, Natural Lawn of America can help. Organic base care and tick ranger protection. Call 721-0600 or naturallawn.com/Bangor-Maine or -ME. Naturally healthier lawns. Also, if you're stuck on the side of the road, Union Street Towing's got you covered 24/7 statewide. From breakdowns to lockouts, we'll get you moving fast. Call 942-4200. Driven to be there when you need it most. All right, ticket time.
I think this is like the 4th or 5th installment here on Tyler's Tickets of pitchers being D-bags, basically. I think Framber Valdez has gotten a couple ones with crossing up the catcher last year and the whole Trevor Story thing at the beginning of this year. But Dean Kramer from the Orioles, a guy with a 6.50 ERA, goes to make a pickoff attempt the other day while Alonso isn't really holding the runner on the bag. He's the guy isn't taking a big of a lead, and then decides to kind of show him up and ask Pete Alonso, "Can you see?" Oh. And he points to his eyes and he goes, "Can you see okay?" And Alonso's yeah, you jerk. I can see. Pete Alonso's like a star. He's in 20-something home runs. He made the All-Star game. This guy is a nobody.
Right.
And he thinks he's what, big enough to show up Pete Alonso?
Wow.
I think he's got higher than a 5.0 ERA.
Yeah,
too.
it's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah,
I think it's an above 6 ERA. And like the guy, I don't know where you get it in your head that like, oh, my team that went out and identified this guy as a free agent and paid him $100 million. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show him up on the field.
Yeah, what is
I'm
that?
gonna
How does
ask
that
him if
play
he
out?
can see.
How does that play out in the clubhouse?
Yeah, right. I mean, if I'm Alonso, I'm taking the polar bear bat and right.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You can't allow that to stand.
Yeah. I mean, Alonso's numbers might be a little down this year, but Kramer is one of the worst pitchers in Orioles history. He's terrible. That's probably an exaggeration, but he's not good. Like, you've never heard of it. Have you ever heard of this guy before?
No, I haven't.
I hadn't either.
No, this is the first time I've ever heard of him. Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah, you don't do that.
You don't do that to your own teammate.
No.
To your own teammate, he's probably there for a while. Like, the team values Pete Alonso a lot more than they value Dean Kramer. That is one surefire way to find yourself on the DFA list.
Completely. Yeah, no, you're dealing with that in the clubhouse. That's a big deal. Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I'm going to move on next, and this is more relevant to Boston sports. There is still no deal for Christian Gonzalez, despite Bob Kraft deciding to make a whole dog and pony show and go in front of the cameras and talk about how they offered him more money than any Patriot in history. And now we were getting reports that Gonzalez might go into the season without a deal. Give me Perry right here on Gonzo playing. I don't like that. I think if you let Christian Gonzalez go into week 1 without extending him, you are going to lose him the next offseason. Yeah. If you don't extend him when he's been very vocal about wanting an extension, and he was your best player in the Super Bowl last year. Like, your team kind of laid an egg in the Super Bowl last year besides Christian Gonzalez.
Yep.
You need to pay this guy. You need to pay this guy because you can't afford to lose this guy.
Right.
I would rather pay him now this year, have the market be reset next year, and a couple of years down the line, you look at it and you're like, oh, that wasn't
pretty good deal.
That was a pretty good deal for Christian Gonzalez. That wasn't too much of an overpay. Rather than have him go into this year, absolutely ball out, be the most coveted free agent in the NFL, and then you either have to wicked overpay to get him, or you just lose out on him
completely. Well, today's a big day. Today's a big day because they put the pads on today.
Yeah.
Does a hold-in start today? Because I don't see how he has that conversation with his agent today and says, I'm practicing full tilt today. Like, I mean, the risk is so huge. He blows a knee out or something, like,
there goes his career. There goes his money.
Yeah, there goes everything.
Yeah.
He can't. There is no way. I do not see him as a full participant starting today.
Not at all. And I look at it's a ticket to begin with for not re-signing Christian Gonzalez yet, and not prioritizing that. But what Bob Kraft did in the media deserves a ticket on its own.
That does it on its own.
That was awful.
Yeah.
And he goes to go in and just make a show of it, to say like, well, we offered him all this money. Now the ball's in his court, and then Gonzalez is like, what?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about this in the media. I want to keep this private between us and them.
Right.
That's got to impact the negotiation. I have a hard time believing that has no impact on the negotiations. Robert Kraft going and publicizing it and letting everyone know that I'm not the bad guy here. We offered him record-breaking money, and then pushing it back on Gonzalez, even though Gonzalez wanted the whole thing to stay private.
Exactly.
That's really bad on Robert Kraft. And I do think Robert Kraft, one of the better owners in the NFL, that's a terrible move.
I do agree with you for the most part, although I will say Gonzalez did go a little public in the Celtics game there that time, right when the season ended there, and he was in the stands and he did the money thing, like pay me. You know what I mean? He did go a little public there.
That's a lot different than standing in front of a camera and making a statement.
It is.
That could be issued as like, I was just celebrating for the camera. Some guys chug beers.
I say, give me money.
I mean,
give me money.
I haven't seen the clip. Did someone just cash a 3?
Yeah, no.
It's a celebration in several sports.
I mean, admittedly, I think you're exactly right. If they don't pay him and they have to compete on the open market next year, best player in the Super Bowl, not getting paid, I mean, just undervalued seemingly, I'd leave.
Yeah, he's gone.
Especially after this whole fiasco with Kraft.
You have the chance to have,
when you're going to have to pay May. Too.
Yeah. You have the chance to have one-on-one conversations with Gonzalez right now. He cannot talk to any other team about a deal. Mm-hmm. This is your chance. Like, this is your time.
Yeah,
you need to pay him this year.
You got to lock it down, and we'll see where it goes. I don't expect to see him participating starting today, though.
No, I would agree.
Yeah, no, not going to happen. Dean, well, before I tell you about Dean's detailing, this is your cue to call. We are going to do the Red Sox Sweepstakes. If you haven't gotten in yet, you can't be in twice. So if you haven't gotten in yet, get in now. These tickets are awesome. It is the Red Sox Tickets Sweepstakes presented by Dunnett's Appliance and Mattress. 3 games that we're giving away to August 6th, August 17th, September 9th. I believe ours is going to be August 17th game against the Diamondbacks. 4 tickets for each game. The incredible seats. Section 54, Row J. The drawings will be on July 30th on the drive, August 10th on the roast, and September 2nd on the drive. You are going to call when you hear the cue, which is now 992-9029. We'll be back with that. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing for over 55 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance. Protect your auto investment. Look good, feel good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Acadia Federal Credit Union's newest location is now open on Wilson Street in Brewer, serving Maine since 1963 with branches in Bangor, Brewer, and Aroostook County. Learn more at acadiafcu.org. All right, it's Sox Sweepstakes ticket time. We got someone on the line?
Yeah, we got Rick currently in Ripley.
All right, Rick and Ripley, how we doing?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
We're doing all right on this dreary morning. Where are we at with the Red Sox? Is Brezel going to do something big, or is he going to sit on his hands?
I think he's probably going to sit on his hands.
No faith. No faith.
No faith.
Oh, I hope you're wrong. I really hope you're wrong. I think maybe he, after moving early, maybe he's feeling the juice a little bit. One can only hope.
Well, I just started drinking the Kool-Aid again, so give me
Same.
another week or two. Maybe I'll come around.
I think we're all there too, Rick. Appreciate it, buddy. Good luck in the contest.
All right. Thanks.
All right, who we got up next?
All right, we have Matt from Corinth.
Matt, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How you fellas doing?
We're doing all right, man. Sox won last night. We're feeling pretty good. We got Sonny Gray going tonight. Is Brezel going to do anything to help this team?
You know, I hope he does. I hear Liam Hicks is available. Let's go after a catcher, and then maybe Nitto from the Angels.
Yep.
Maybe only one of those moves if Curtis Meade didn't get injured, but
sure.
Him going down, we still need that offense.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think you're right. It's shortstop and catcher are the 2 spots they're really looking at. Love to see them add it both somehow. We'll see where it goes, man. We'll see where it goes. But you're back on the wagon like everybody else. We're believing in these Red Sox, or at least they've got our interest anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you. I messaged my buddies there a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, you know how many games they need to win in a row for me to subscribe to Nesson 360? It was 13. 13 wins in a row.
Whoa. I hear you. Those bastards get us every friggin' time. It's unbelievable.
They really do.
Oh, God. Well, all right. Safe travels, and good luck in the contest.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Have a good day.
Thanks.
That was good. I had a buddy who canceled his Nesson right before the 15-game streak, so he just missed all of it. He's like, you know what? I'm keeping it canceled for the rest of the season.
God, I hope horrible time. I tell him not to do Caesars or anything this sports. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. All right, who do we got up? We got one more?
Yeah, we got Andy from Bangor.
Andy, how you doing?
Hershey, what's going on, my friend?
Not much, brother. The Red Sox have got me friggin' hooked, man. I'm watching them. I hate myself, but, what are you going to do?
Well, that's the thing, especially with this debacle with Meade.
I know. The internet just keeps delivering, though. Like, I just read a new one that said, they're going to find out that this is something that's never been seen before, and they're going to have his hand amputated or something. That's coming. Do you think Brezel does anything? Do you think he'll make another move?
I think he's got to. I mean, he's got people reeling back in. You might as well go after Jeffers.
Yeah, no, I get. Absolutely. Or who is there anybody you're not willing to part with?
Well, at one point I was going to say Jarren Duran just because I was hoping that I'd win this contest for home runs in July.
That's a good point. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I mean, really, I think they got to make a splash somehow. So I think anybody's really on the table at the moment.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Let's get after it, see what happens. I mean, he's already dipped his toe in the pool. Time to jump in cannonball style, and let's get after it.
Absolutely.
Good stuff, Andy. Hey, well, good luck. I don't think Duran's pulling you in this over the next 2 days or day today, but maybe he'll win these ticks.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right, good stuff, Andy. Appreciate it, bud. All right, so we got everybody says, right? Like, got to do something. Got to do something. So we'll see where it goes. It's everybody's got to be on the table. How long is the Felger and Mavs one number 2 there?
A little over a minute.
A little over a minute. Play the beginning of it a little bit there. Felger, it's just you got to sell it. Just you got to. Yeah, so he's talking about them selling the injury. That's right. That's what it was. So, yeah, my
You're
mistake
the one that
on
sent
that
us that bite last night, too.
No, I know. I did. I was 10 mgs in. So but they're talking about the medical staff and them selling prematurely on injuries like they've done.
Them to oversell to us to get us to buy stuff. But we don't want them to sell at the deadline.
No,
we
don't. Yeah. No. But I was thinking sell players, you know what I mean? Like to get assets, but that's okay. All right, we got to do a Sox prop real quick here before we get to Larry Mahoney, and we are thinking Sonny Gray.
Yeah, we'll do Sonny Gray over on the innings.
What was the innings?
I didn't look, but that's what we're going to do.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You think he's going to go. All right. Maybe you want to take a quick little check there. Marcus, you looking that one up? All right, because I do like a good bounce back game from Sonny Gray. Didn't pitch poorly, but he just had to fight through it.
17.5. We'll take him.
I figured that's where the line was. That's where it usually is.
2/3. Yep.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go Sonny Gray on this one. Mowing him down. Sandoval can do it. He can do it. So, all right, I like that. We're going to get to Larry Mahoney next. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center is the official sports grill of the roast. Downtown Bangor at herosportsgrill.com. And Northeast Driving School has been a leader in driver training for over 57 years. Register today for driver's ed courses. Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Call 942-1769 to register at northeastdrivingschool.com. Ticket TV on demand. If you missed a game on Ticket TV, no problem. Every game is available on demand at 92.9 The Ticket and the Ticket app. The 26th fall season begins soon, September 3rd. And Casella, good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerhardwork.com. All right, fumbled through that. Joining us now on the Heroes Hotline, coming into Billy Idol today, Larry Mahoney. How we doing?
Hey, Hershey, great, man. Yeah, that's, of course, Billy Idol with White Wedding. That song was released in 1982. That went to number 36 on the U.S. Billboard Top 100 charts, but it was in the top 9 hit in 4 countries, including number 1 in Canada, number 6 in the United Kingdom. And Billy Idol, of course, coming here on August 11th, and he is touring with Billy Idol. It's a nice day to tour again tour. So we will hear "Whip It Good" by Devo, and then a lot of Billy Idol, who had a ton of hits, of course, "Rebel Yell" and "Mahoney," and
sure.
Hopefully that'll be a heck of a show on August 11th at the waterfront.
Billy Idol still brings it. You know, you think it's amazing that he has survived. He's lived a wild rock star lifestyle, self-admittedly. Sure. And found a way through and still with us, thank God. And yeah, it brings me right back. That's my childhood right there. I mean, that's like knee-deep MTV, early 80s. Yep. I'm doing the youth hockey thing and listening to White Wedding. Awesome.
Well, yeah, and like I said, with all the spare time during youth hockey days, getting your skates on and everything, it's always good to have the earplugs in and or the headsets and be cranking some music. And that's good music. He had a lot of life in his music, and I'm sure that's the way he is as a performer. Right. No, it should be great. So, get on down and check it out because, like I said, he delivers. So, Larry, what's UMaine is in this day and age now, all the athletes, obviously fall, winter, we got football is back up at UMaine, and all the other athletes are back and doing their training and things for winter sports and things. What do you keep an eye on with this Maine football team as we set to kick things off here pretty soon? Well, yeah, August 27th they're at Towson. It's a Thursday night game, and it's a conference game, a CAA game. I think all eyes are on the quarterback situation. You have Bueller, Drezik, and McMaw all fighting for the quarterback job, and Jordan Stevens was saying he hopes to have one named at least within 2 weeks of the first game, so everyone can get again, get into a routine and get to know, again, get to really firm things up. And so that's what everyone will be watching. Who wins the quarterback job? Who wins the starting quarterback job? And because, obviously it's such a crucial position, and it's the most important position on the football field, like a goalie is in hockey. So that's what they'll be keeping an eye on. They've got some very good running backs. Rashawn Marshall was a Phil Steele freshman All-American a year ago. They've got some other quality running backs. They've got some good receiver core. And one of the real strengths of the team is the offensive line with Anthony Iliano, Andrew Koken. You got two preseason all-CAA choices in the offensive line. Offensive line will be a strength of the team. They've got all four defensive ends back to lead the defense, and some quality secondary personnel like Jamari Gibson, who was an all-conference honorable mention in preseason, and he was last year at the end of the year. So, but again, it all begins with the quarterback, and Jordan Stevens is looking for somebody who has real leadership abilities, can move the offense, can run the offense, can command the offense, and we'll see how that plays out.
Larry, after two pretty good years where we've seen gradual improvement from the Black Bears, they're picked right in the middle of the pack at the CAA. Do you think this is the year where they kind of finally make that jump, get back to the playoffs, or what has to happen for them to jump above those? I think there are like three teams right above them that look like they can beat.
Yeah. It's interesting, Tyler. It's an interesting schedule. Their conference schedule. They play four teams that are ranked above them and four teams that are ranked right behind them. Like they're ranked 7th, and the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th teams are on their schedule. Of course, they play Rhode Island, New Hampshire, and Elon. They're ranked ahead of them. There's one other team ranked ahead of them. I think with the watering down of the conference, Villanova's gone, Delaware's gone, Richmond's gone, James Madison's gone. So it's a more friendly league as far as as far as your schedule. It's not as tough because those four teams have left. But by the same token, the league isn't going to be as highly thought of, so you may not get as many NCAA postseason berths from CAA that you would have previously. But Rhode Island's a favorite, but like I said, after that, I think I don't know if there is another team that's daunting at all. And even Rhode Island, Maine's got a great rival rhythm, although Rhode Island handled them pretty easily last year, but en route to a conference championship. So, I think it's doable. Like I said, on defense, I know Jordan talked about the importance of continuing to stop the run and limiting the explosive plays. By explosive plays, I think that's like a pass of 20 or more yards and a run of 10 or more yards. Just swarming to the ball, and they do have some young linebackers, and they've had to replace some of the interior defensive linemen. But like I said, if the quarterback get quality quarterback play, they've got other. Again, with that offensive line is going to help the new quarterback because it's a line that can control a line of scrimmage, and games are won and lost in the trenches, and if they can go on long drives, control the ball, and that takes a little pressure off the defense.
What do you think's different over these last few years versus the first couple of years of the Jordan Stevens era in Orono? It feels like the team's got momentum. It feels like they're in a position to compete here.
Yeah, and Jordan talked too about at the media day yesterday on Tuesday. He talked about having seniors that have been here for several years and the leadership they provide, and I think that's important. I asked him about being picked 7th. He said, "Well, like most coaches, they don't put much stock in the polls." And he made a good point. He said, "Every year we're turning over 40 new players. We're with the portal and the NIL and the money that players can be paid now directly. You're going to have a major turnover in just about every sport. So, again, he's got a good core of veterans that have been here for several years to act as leaders, and I think again, in due time, it takes a while to build a program and in your own in your own blueprint, and so it's coming along, and players know what to expect. The coordinators have been the same, so there's some stability up there in the coaching staff. So, again, that's something that they'll be banking on this season.
Larry, UMaine hockey announced that they're playing at MSG against Cornell in November, and that's a big deal game for them. It's something they do annually, and Maine gets the invite this year.
Yeah. Actually, they do it every 2 years, and it's usually in recent years Cornell and BU have hooked up. But it's a great opportunity. This is the 50th year of the program, as you know, Hershey, and this is the first time they've ever played at Madison Square Garden. And, I know Cornell brings a great crowd, and that's a great environment. I actually have been to Liner Rink, and it's a really vibrant facility. But, Cornell alums all over the place, as you do UMaine alums. And I think that'll be very well attended. It's a Saturday afternoon game because the Rangers and Calgary Flames play that night. I think it's a great opportunity for the Black Bears to showcase themselves and, against a quality opponent. Of course, they lost to Cornell in the NCAA tournament 3 years ago, 3-1, and these teams are familiar. I mean, they've got a partnership. They had that partnership. They were the co-hosts of the Florida College Hockey Classic down in Estero, Florida, for several years, and played each other many times in that tournament. So, again, anytime you can go to a new venue, it's always interesting and a lot of fun. And of course, Maine fans are known for their travel. I mean, they'll go anywhere to watch the Black Bears. So that should be a good weekend. It's Thanksgiving. It's after Thanksgiving, right after Thanksgiving. So it's post Thanksgiving weekend. So
right.
People can get some shopping done, too. It's the busiest shopping weekend of the year.
That's right. Yeah, no, it should be great. I've seen on the Facebook page, people are already making plans for tickets and everything, and it'll be an incredible turnout, so good for them. Larry, we are up against it, so we are going to thank you and enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk next week.
Yeah, and you guys sometime today, let out a rebel yell.
Always try to get one out once a day.
Okay, sounds good, Hershey.
All right, Larry, we'll talk to you.
Have a good one.
Larry Mahoney, Bangor Daily. Connect to the Ticket social media channels, 92.9 The Ticket on Facebook, 92.9 The Ticket on Instagram, sports.net.maine on TikTok, YouTube page, sportsnet Maine, and Tim's Plumbing. Mark your calendars. August 8th, Ricky Craven Speedway roars to life. Tim's Plumbing 100 features a Darling Pro Stock Series, $4,000 to the winner. It's one of the biggest nights of the season. Bring the family out and experience the excitement with Tim's Plumbing 100, Saturday, August 8th. Okay, we did change our Sox prop, brought to you by Caesar Sportsbook. What are we doing?
So, we're moving it. You kind of put me on the spot earlier, but Sonny Gray, earned runs 2 or less. I like that better than him going into the 8th inning or the end of the 7th inning.
Okay.
Over 17 and a half outs means you complete 6.
Yeah.
I like it, with how things are in analytics these days, that doesn't usually happen. So right. I like the 2 earned runs or less. At a AAA ballpark, but there hasn't been a lot of offense this series for whatever reason.
No, there really hasn't. Yeah, really bizarre, actually. All right, so coming up on the drive today, Jim and Mark, they're live at Heroes. They will be doing the first Sox ticket drawing for next Thursday's game, and then they'll have Sean Devaney on talking NBA and Ben Volen from the Globe. Takeaways, gentlemen.
Takeaways, it's Pads Day. It's time to pay Christian Gonzalez. I think this is one of your priorities in the offseason. You brought in A.J. Brown in June, and this should have been the top of your list after that.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Atlanta Falcons. Cooper Rush, Kyle Pitts. Breakout year. It's coming up. Things are looking good in Georgia, baby.
Oh, just brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, no, I am excited to see Patriots reports starting now. Like, you can run around with no pads on and shorts and things like that, and it doesn't really mean too much. So all starts today. Let's see what they got once the pads come on. Another guy to watch too. Keep your eye on where Will Campbell's at. Like, I'm interested in seeing the reports. Does this kid make that second year jump, or do you have an issue there? I'm looking forward to. I want to see this kid make a jump. I think he's a damn good player. He's got his limitations, but I'm keeping my eye on all reports coming out on where Will Campbell's at. All right, that's going to do it for us today. It's going to do it for us this week. So everybody have a great weekend. We'll We'll catch back up with you on Monday. This has been the Morning Roast, 92.9 The Ticket, Maine Sports Leader.